Hey, what's up you guys, it's Dorothy and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we're going to go into chapter 16 of The Murder House by David Ellis and James Patterson. So let's get right into this video. This video may contain sensitive topics and foul language. If you do not wish to continue, I suggest you click off the video now. You have been warned. Excuse me. Chapter 16. Remy Handelman, the bailiff, calls out into the hallway, summoning the prosecution's first witness. Remy Handelman enters the courtroom and takes the witness stand. He is wearing a suit, but not one that's what he's worn before. The jacket hangs limp over his shoulders and the collar is too wide. Remy's probably never even worn a suit in his life. After he takes his oath, he runs a hand over his oily hair and fidgets in his chair, his hands likewise unable to find a comfortable place to rest. The behavior of a liar, a bad one at least. Mr. Handelman, says the prosecutor, buttoning his coat at the podium, is your appearance here today pursuant to a subpoena? My appear? Remy looks down at himself. Somebody said I should wear a suit. Is that what you mean? Despite his predicament, Noah can't help but feel for Remy, who's too dim to understand why everyone's chuckling in the courtroom. Remy first came to Bridgehampton when Noah was in 7th grader. He was one of those needy kids who wanted everyone to like him and could never understand why they didn't and never stopped trying. Noah tried to befriend him, even defended him a couple of times from playground beatings, but Remy never quite fit in. He smoked a lot of weed and sold some too. He was known to the STPD long before they first busted him selling oxy behind a diner off the turnpike about 4 years ago. Mr. Handelman, were you acquainted with the deceased Melanie Phillips? Yeah, I knew Melanie. I go to Tasty's for steamers maybe a couple of times a week. Tasty's was the restaurant where Melanie waitressed. Yes. Take us back to the first weekend of June this year. Mr. Handelman, says the prosecutor Akers. Thursday, June 2nd. Did you go to Tasty's that day? Yeah, I did. I had lunch there. Who waited on you that day? Melanie did. Did you see the defendant there on that day at the time? Yeah, Remy nods at Noah. Noah was there. He was like following her around. Melanie was doing her waitressing duties and Noah was following her around. Yeah. Did you hear them speak? Yeah. Melanie was like, leave me alone, and Noah was like, give me another chance, I love you, stuff like that. Akers nods with a grave importance, as if the witness had just said something brilliant. Remy is anything but he's not so stupid that he couldn't recognize a deal when it was offered to him. 3 months ago, the STPD busted him for the second time for selling oxy, and the second bust was likely to mean serious prison time. It was awfully convenient then that he just happened to have information that would help the STPD solve one of the biggest murders the region had ever seen. Suddenly, an 8-year sentence is pleaded down to 20 months, all because of his testimony today, his assistance in a high-profile double murder trial. The defendant told Melanie he loved her. Yeah? And he asked Melanie to give him another chance. Yeah, he said, give me another chance. And she said it was over. She said it was over. The prosecutor leans in, like the testimony is just getting interesting. Did the defendant say anything else that you heard? Yeah, he said, you don't just walk away from me. He grabbed her when he said it. He grabbed her where? Like by the arm. She dropped a dish when he'd done it too. He grabbed her arm and said, you don't just walk away from me. Right. And this took place just 2 days before Melanie was found dead? Yeah, it sure did. Sebastian Akers shakes his head as if he's hearing this testimony for the first time and can't believe how damning it is. No further questions, he says. That's the end of this video. I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.